Hey girlfriend, welcome to the very first episode of the Girlfriend's Guide. I'm super excited about this. More so because, now listen, hold on, before I get, I'm working this thing out, trying to figure out my angles with the mic being here and the camera being there. I want to make sure that I'm recording these and also recording visually and the vocals too. So excuse me while I try to figure out the kinks for this first episode. I think I've got it down, but bear with me if you see me kind of looking, figuring out which way I should be looking. Listen, work with me, okay? Welcome to the very first episode of the Girlfriend's Guide. You guys, I am so happy to have the opportunity to bring this thing that has been my vision in my dreams, in my wake, and my sleep for the longest. I'm so excited about the opportunity for us to be able to connect. You're also going to see me look this way because this is where my laptop is. I don't know if you see it on the camera, but just making sure that what I'm recording on, the platform that I'm using is actually still going. After this episode, I think I'm going to have this down, okay? Listen, I've had a lot of things going on, and it's not all bad. Like when I say I have a lot going on, lately I have to give thanks that it's not a bad thing. My life, my career, my goals, everything is just moving. But I have done something in these last 3 months to anchor myself in the work of what I know needs to get done. So as I welcome you into the fold of the Girlfriend's Guide, I also want you to welcome yourself into my journey as I welcome you into your own and ours together, right? It's just a big welcome committee. Hi, welcome. How they do at church? Welcome. I'm gonna be in your life. You're gonna be in mine. You my business now, and I'm yours, right? Let's get into it. So, like I was saying, I've had a lot going on lately. I just got my hair braided last night. I hate it. I am trying to decide if I want to keep it. I'm only going to give myself one full day, which is tomorrow, to decide if I'm going to keep it, because my birthday trip is Friday of this week, and I cannot walk into my 40s with a hairstyle that I hate. And as of now, in this very moment, I really hate it. I feel like these loose pieces are, I don't know, it's too untamed. And if you know me, I like a clean, sleek look. I like it to look together, and I just don't feel like it's even that. But kudos to the girlies who've been able to pull this look off. Like, I've seen so many beautiful women walking around with this hairstyle, and that's what really made me want to give it a try. It just does not look good on me. I just don't feel like it's my thing. But again, kudos to you girls who pulled it off. Anyway, so I want to really quickly introduce you to what the Girlfriend's Guide will be. This is a community. This is a place where we come individually, but we leave, learn, grow, and evolve as a collective. The Girlfriend's Guide is exactly what we need in this day and age. And I want to assure you that I am here for all of the topic suggestions that you might have, for any concerns or things, life experiences you might be going through that you want to chat about or work through. I'm here for that. And however I can bring you guys into the fold. I know some of my really close friends will be coming on to do episodes with me sometimes, but also I'd like to welcome you guys in, like a live video, or maybe just the audio or FaceTime situation. Excuse my dog. Bless you, baby. This is also his podcast. Anytime I say his name, he's gonna run up and kind of just relax, but bless you. So welcome to his podcast too. Anyway, so I did not make a cocktail for this episode. I wanted to make sure that I was, I don't know, I am drinking a shot of tequila, a little bit of sparkling water, a little LaCroix, never hurt nobody. But I didn't do the whole cocktail thing tonight because I really wanted to focus myself on building our agenda for tonight. And also just making sure that, well, I'm saying tonight because it's night now. When this launches, it will be early Monday morning, catapulting you into a week of greatness. This episode, I'm in between titles right now. By the time I get this together, after I'm done recording, I will have a name. But I'm in between titles. And I'm calling it for now the Girlfriend's Guide to I don't know. I wanted to say The Girlfriend's Guide to Recognizing Your Power. And the reason that particular title resonated with me so deeply is because this, it, the last few years have been an uncovering for me. It's been an uncovering of my personal power. It's been an uncovering of helping my friends also step into their power. And I think that many women, I'm not going to say all of us that are listening or tuned in, I'm not going to say all of us, I cannot speak for all of us. Many of us can resonate with what happens when we finally step into our power. So I think I will stick to that. This is The Girlfriend's Guide, right? But this episode 1, is The Girlfriend's Guide to Recognizing Your Power. And that is because we're all either in just behind the recognition, in the recognition, or beyond it, right? I'm kind of like at the brink of being, like, I've recognized it, and there's so much that has happened once I recognized it, but also I'm still discovering things on a regular basis. And I think that you have to be willing to give yourself the grace to keep uncovering, to keep evolving, to keep shifting and changing, and my favorite word of all, pivoting, because that's what life is. We're constantly growing and deciding, this works for me, this doesn't. And being okay with the idea that that shift, that do or don't, that work or not work vibe, that can happen at any given moment with any given situation. It can be relationships, friendships, work life, businesses, all the things, right? One thing that has always resonated with me is that I know that I want to ensure that as I uncover different layers of myself, I'm granting myself the space to be who I am in that season, right? So I'm hoping that this episode, this welcome letter to you guys, I'm really excited. Like, I'm super excited. So excuse me if I'm a bit over the top tonight, but I'm going to always bring you energy. I'm going to always bring you truth, and I'm going to always make sure that you understand that there's nothing but love resonating in this community. And when you come here, I want to make sure if your cup is empty, you walk away full. And even if it's full, I want you to overflow, because that's just what this is. That is The Girlfriend's Guide. And there are so many great things that I have in store for you guys, and I hope that it resonates with you the way that it does for me, right? So first I want to start at, like, well, let me say this. I'll say for myself. A lot of times I tell people, like, I don't think people realize what this lifetime has been for us, for many people. Like, think about all the things we've experienced. Like, in your lifetime, this is your individual walk, but also the collective experiences that we've had, from personal losses. Maybe the way that you were raised was quite an experience. Maybe it was a good experience. Maybe it was bad. I have to be honest. My childhood, beautiful. Single parent home, but my mama did her thing, right? If we were poor, I never knew. Now, did she instill the art of hard work in me? And I call it an art because it's an art form. Working hard is an art form. And if you have a drink, I'm saying cheers to you. Cheers to joining me tonight. Cheers to what's coming next, to your evolution, to recognizing your power. Whatever your life has been, whatever journey or part of your journey that you're on, we have gone through a lot. Okay, let's just talk about the last, with this 2024. We're coming up on the 4-year anniversary of the pandemic. March the 11th, 2020, my birthday, I remember everything shutting down, like, in the city. I don't know if it happened for you guys on the same day, but I remember it being my birthday, and my nephew text messaged me, and I probably still have the text messages, but I remember specifically he text messaged me, and he asked me if I could take him to the carnival. Here in Houston, there's a Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo that happens every single year. There's carnivals, concerts, cook-offs, and more happening, right? And so I said, well, even though I didn't necessarily have any plans that evening for my birthday, but I was like, okay, cool. How dare he ask me to take him somewhere on his birthday, right? On my birthday. Take him and his friends somewhere on my birthday. That's crazy, but I'm that kind of auntie. I'll do it, right? So I was like, okay, cool. But then I'm at work, and all of a sudden everything is like, this is closing, this is closing, this is, I'm like, sir, the rodeo is closed. He didn't believe me. Then he texts me back and he's like, I'm sorry, Weedy. It is. Yeah. Yeah, baby, ain't nobody going to the rodeo. Me, them, you, us, nobody. Nobody's going, right? So think about this last 4 years between now and 2020 when the pandemic hit. We've been through a lot. We've been through things that even our ancestors have not experienced. So when we're praying to them, when we're thinking about the history of who and what we come from, we're in uncharted waters, uncharted territories, whatever you want to call it. These are times that only we have treaded. And I'm looking you straight in your face and I'm saying, look at all you've been through and you're still standing. I'm proud of you, right? But in considering, like, it's so weird because I'm not even just talking about the magnitude of what a pandemic where we saw our entire world shut down. I'm not even talking about the magnitude of what that was for us. That's not the thing, right? What I'm saying is if we just talk about the minimal last 4 years of what we've gone through as an individual and then as a collective when we bring that all into this space, it's a lot going on. That's a lot. Some people, me included, my entire life changed. Like, I lost my grandfather, I lost my grandmother, I lost a relationship that I thought was, I walked away from a relationship that I thought was like the love of my life. Like, I thought this was my forever, right? But that's not what we're focused on. What I'm saying is there were massive things. I lost my aunt, I lost during that time, like and another aunt, and another aunt, and another aunt recently. Like a lot of loss. I experienced a lot of things that I have never even thought I would go through. And so I'm not saying like, oh, pity on me. I'm saying I know if that's what I'm bringing to the table individually, I know you've struggled. I know you've gone through things. I hear you. I don't even have to know the details to say, sister, I'm glad you're still here, girlfriend. Girlfriend, I welcome you into this space. And I think that the more that we're aware of like this awakening and this reality that we are all experiencing things that some of our parents never even experienced because they're not here with us. Some of our ancestors, like this is uncharted territory, right? So I want us to think about the fact that even in the face of this level of adversity, in the face of this level of strife and trauma and tragedy and loss and beauty, like you might have had an amazing last 4 years. And kudos to you too, girlfriend, if you had a great last 4 years. I'm happy for you too, right? Because who's to say before that you didn't experience your hell and now you're on the other side of it. So I applaud and welcome that too. But what I'm saying is, even then, you went through that pandemic with us, and that was new for you. It was new for our ancestors, because some of them may have never experienced it. We were all in something we've never been in, and we're coming out of it like, what is this? Life, the last 4 years is ghetto. Like, I'm talking 3 pair of shoes tied over the power line ghetto. I am talking ghetto. Very ghetto. Like 0 stars. I do not recommend. It's ghetto out here. But nonetheless, you, girlfriend, are still standing. I'm gonna take a sip of that. So, I just think that we have to all be aware that this is new water. And so when you're thinking about what is my power, like I've been going through this, I've been going through that, this is happening, I'm not this, I'm not that, I want to do this, maybe I want to do that. There's still life in you. There's still light in you. There is still power in you. Even after everything you've gone through, girlfriend, you still have the power to continue forward. You still have the power to build the life that you've been wanting and dreaming and thinking about. I just want to know when you're going to actually like take the step toward it. One person that I talk to on a regular basis, and now don't get me wrong, I have like a couple of friend groups, two of which I talk to every single day without fail. Like, even if it's just, I love y'all, have a good day. I talk to these two friend groups on a regular basis. And we are always growing each other. Two different sets of friend groups, right? But we're always growing each other. We're always talking about what's next. We're always applauding each other. We're always, how are you? How is this? What's going on with that? Offering advice, always pushing toward, like, what you need right now? How can I be of support to you in this space? And I think that the more that I resonate in spaces where there's love and extra pour, the better I glow and grow. And so I want to make sure that you feel that when you come here and you start your week with me each week, because these episodes will be on Monday. Woo, woo. I hope that when you walk away on Mondays from listening to these episodes, I hope that you feel like, yeah, I have my own community. I have a friend circle if you don't already have one. And maybe in the future, I'll figure out how to bring that to your phones the way that my friend groups are for me. But I just think that when we are honest about the fact that we have all gone through a lot of things in this season, it's very, very important to offer ourselves grace and a whole lot of kindness and a whole lot of like flexibility as we navigate what is now like a new normal for many of us. After all the things that we've gone through, we've had to like settle and decide like, oh, okay, well, not settle, because we never doing that. We not settling, right? But I'm saying like the dust from the things we've experienced is finally like, whoo, okay, this is where I am. This is what this is what that is type situation. That's all I'm saying. We're not settling though. We don't. That settling stuff, yo, that's not cute. We're not doing that. So I think that in the middle of all of this, like in the middle of navigating everything that we're navigating, right? I think you think, and I used to think this too. I don't think it anymore. Some people think, relax, hey, calm down. Some people think that you have to be, relax. You have to be all knowing, right? You got to know everything to do. You have to know the left turn, the right turn, the up, the down, how to respond to this, how to respond to that. I'm so sorry, y'all. He is like, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, why? My dog is doing the most right now. I'm so sorry. If you're watching this, you see this. If you're listening to this, my bad. But I think that a lot of time, see how ghetto life just got? My hair got caught in that microphone. But I think that a lot of times we think that we have to be all knowing when we're going through trauma and experiencing life. We don't have to be. You don't have to know everything. You absolutely can just like not know what you're doing next. Like you can absolutely not know, oh my God, here I am at this space and this is wild. This is crazy. Is this really life? Like, it is okay to pause, ponder, and ask those type of questions because, like I just told y'all, life is ghetto. Life is very, very ghetto. And in the middle of all of that, it's just like, whoa, we get things thrown at us, but the thing that never leaves us, no matter what, is our power, the power that we have, that we've been blessed with, that we've been granted. We still got power within us to stand up again, unfold ourselves from the hurt, the disappointment, the inconvenience. Ooh, see, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Sorry for those that are just listening and not watching. My hair is doing very good. So let me move this back a little bit. Yeah, proximity. Yeah, my hair keeps getting caught in the microphone, and that's another story because I keep telling y'all life is ghetto, and this is why, again, I don't like this hair. It's very untamed, and it's doing things like relax. What? Are you serious right now? So again, when you're meeting the strife and the chaos and the this coming from the left, that's coming from the right, this coming from behind you, and even something coming in front of you, you don't have to be all knowing. But what I want you to do is, I want you to trust those who you have around you enough to know you don't have to go through things by yourself. And even though it might feel extremely hard, tough, unfair, you still have the power to overcome it. Period. I'm going to always say that to you. I will always say it's not bigger than, more powerful than, smarter than, more ready than you. Nothing. No trouble, no adversity, no inconvenience, no unexpected, no nothing is bigger than the power that's within you. And the thing is, like, the reality of being us, of being who we are as humans, I'm not even going to say as women, like, the reality of being a human with a mind and the ability to decide, this don't work for me no more. We're always evolving. And so with that will come, like, the hit or the miss of what we're doing in the moment, in this season. It will either resonate or it won't. And so when you get to a space or you come to a new season and maybe it's a little harder than the last one, maybe it's, ew, this is a lot, right? You still have something in you that can push you through. You still have something in you that can take you to the next level, that can carry you through the next phase. It's like, I just mentioned the last 4 years, and in that time frame, having to like undo myself from what I thought my life was supposed to be like. I don't know if you've ever had to do that before, where you've had to, like, string by string, bit by bit, detach yourself from something, someone, a situation, a lifestyle, a home, a family, a job, a career path, a business, a family goal, a individual goal. I don't know if you've ever had to go through the loss or the detaching or the walking away from something like that. But within this last 4 years, whatever your season was, whatever it is that you experienced, that it was a lot, right? But as you evolve and you continue growing, there's still a light inside of you. You may have like let the plight of what you're experiencing dim it a bit, but it's still burning. It's still burning. I am challenging you to consistently and always go back to your light. Go back to your light. Go back to that flame. There's something in you. You know, when you fall down, you get back up. Whatever the saying is, you know, fall down 8, get up 9, however many times. Keep getting up. Keep getting up. You're going to continue growing. You're going to continue shifting. You're going to continue trying. Well, I hope that you continue trying. Always, no matter what. Because the reality is we always have a choice. We can either stay the same or we can decide that it's time. It's time. When you are tuned into recognizing your power, when you're tuned into recognizing, like, in this season, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I don't do, this is where I go, this is where I don't go, this is what I will accept, this is what I won't accept. That's the big one for me. The will and the won't accept. Because old me might have accepted less than. This me in 2024, oh, baby. Yeah, no. Play with somebody else. Not me. It's different over here, baby. Very different. Very thin patience. Very little flexibility when it comes to being played with. And I honor myself in a way that I never have in this season. And I want you to think about, as you evolve and you're reconnecting yourself to your flame, which is your power, what are you changing? What are you shifting? What are you standing firm in and on? And I know that the term standing on business is, you know, very overused these days, right? But you can't play about you. You gotta be willing to stand on business when it comes to who you are, what you represent, and the power that you wield as your individual self. a lot of times I find that let me be clear. I've been in this space before where people will compliment me on things, and I'm like, oh, you too, or oh, but no, or okay. For instance, um, it could be anything. Someone is complimenting you on something, and you automatically try to flip it back on them. Stop that. A you too is nice, but it's also nice to offer yourself the space and the gratitude that happens when you're complimented. Because you brought that power into that space. You left that person feeling like, this is a wonderful person. I love your spirit. I like your hair. You speak so well. One of my favorite compliments. You smell good. Anything that someone has said to you on a positive note, and you try to, instead of being receptive and open to it, you try to push it back to them. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You deserved that compliment. You deserve that statement to come to you, to resonate with the effort that you put behind how you showed up in that space. That was your power. That wasn't anyone else's power. That was your choice. It wasn't anybody else's choice. That was your decision making. It wasn't anybody else's decision making. I need you to stand in the power of who you are and what you bring to the table. You deserve to be at that table. So when someone tells you at the table that you pulled your seat up to, or when someone pulled up to your table, even better, girlfriend, I need you to be receptive to the fact that there's going to be something that you've done, said, or how you moved, or how you left them feeling because of your power in your life. Sometimes they might speak it, sometimes they might show it, but I need you to be open to the compliments and the words that are given to you. Because those words, those things, that acknowledgement sometimes, or the, it's not even about the acknowledgement of, it's just, a lot of times we do things and we forget because we're so busy pouring and giving and saying, and that when people turn around and say it to us, we're always turning it back. No, baby, that was meant for you. Stand in that. Stop always like pushing off someone's truth about how they feel about you is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in this space, and I'm never too good to be honest about the fact that I've gone through things, right? And I'm growing, and I'm still pushing through, and I'm still learning ways to be better as a woman. But I've been that girl where somebody can say something to me positive, and it's like, I mean, that was sweet. But they say something negative, and I'm crushed. I'm torn. What is that? How do we internalize negative so easily, and then like something positive comes our way and it's like, you mean that? Me? Yeah, you, girlfriend. You. Don't let me get too much tequila, because then I'm gonna be like, yeah, you bitch. You fine. You did a good job at work this week. Yeah, you over there raising them kids by yourself. Girl, look at you. You good at that. Whatever it is, whatever that thing is you're doing. I see you. Wow, I'm proud of you. Like, how is it that that statement doesn't resonate with us the way that somebody tearing us down does? You can be doing everything right, and a hater can walk in your midst. And the hater might be your mama sometimes. It might be the love of your life. It might be your best friend. It might be your boss. It might be your cousin. Whoever it is, right? And they have no real inkling about the work that you're putting in, or maybe they do. And that might be why they're saying what they're saying to you. But you've already heard a million times from other people. You just heard 100 times today how well you're doing. That one person can walk in the room and say, you think you all that. Look at your little podcast. That's going to hit you harder than everything else you heard. I don't understand that. I understand it, but I don't understand that, girlfriend. You've done too much. You've gone too far. You've overcome too much to let that be what resonates, as opposed to the gratitude, the hearing of, the being seen, the validation, and the power of what you've imprinted on other people's lives. That is your power. Stop running away from hearing somebody recognize, like, ooh, you made me feel joy in this moment. Ooh, you made me feel clarity around what I'm experiencing in this moment. Ooh, you created a solution for me in this moment. Those are the words that should resonate with you more than hearing negativity. That's all I'm saying. That's also how you feed your power, right? Stop letting, it's when we decide that type of verbiage, that type of energy, it has no room here. That's the one, right? When you decide that certain things don't even belong in your frequency, in your atmosphere, in your space, mental, emotionally, physical space, that's when you decide this is what goes here and this is what doesn't. That's when you wield your power. That's when you stand in it and you build that flame from a flicker to a full-on inferno, right? That's what I want for you, girlfriend. And I think that the more that we acknowledge and recognize things that we've allowed to like tear us apart in ways that we've never experienced, the more that we like acknowledge, ooh, I was that person. Like I was letting this hinder me, or I was, ooh, that brought me down and this should have really been the one to bring me up out of that. And I chose this instead of that. That's what we have to be honest about. That's how you recognize the power that you have to push yourself forward. Because being in denial, being dishonest with yourself, being secretive about, not even secretive because you know, right? But when you're not honest about the part you've played in your demise or in where you are in your journey, when you're not honest about that and honest about the fact that this is the move that got me here and now I'm going to do better, then you're going to continue in the cycle. It's the same thing until you are brutally honest with yourself and ready to do what it takes to not only bring your flicker of power up and stop letting the minimal things impede on that, drip water on your flame. You're going to stay in the same place is all I'm saying. Like, been there, done that. And I'm only speaking from experience. Like, my entire life, me being able to sit here in front of you and have this conversation didn't happen overnight. Like, it happened, I'm here now because of life experience. And so whatever experience you're bringing to this table each week, I want you to be clear. It's not about judgment. It's about being honest with ourselves enough to continue catapulting us forward. Because life goes on. Are we going to stand still? Or are you going to keep pushing through? Are you going to keep reminding yourself of what you bring to the table? Oh, wait, girl. I got this inside of me. I have the ability to do this thing. I'm capable of this thing. I'm enough. I deserve to be here. If you are not ready to be inspired, to be motivated, to be pushed, don't come to this podcast. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, girl, don't come to this podcast. Because, baby, I'm liable to make you love yourself. Big love. Unbreakable, unmovable, unshakable love. That's the only thing I'm here for. Every single week. As you connect or reconnect or dig into what your power is as you, girlfriend, I'm with you. Whichever direction that might take us, I'm with you. I'm in it for the long run. I just want us to be clear that as we go through this, it's not a singular road, like a singular path. There's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. We're going to have to turn left sometimes and then make another left and maybe two rights after that. This is going to be a crazy journey, but we are doing life together. And I think that the more we come back to our flame, the more we stay like tethered to our power, like that is what will keep us reminded and grounded and stuck to where we're going. Because the thing is, like I just told y'all earlier, life is ghetto. 3 pairs of shoes looped over the power line ghetto. It's gonna come. It's like inevitable. We have to, road bumps, listen, they are insane, but they are not impossible to overcome. And so as we go through this thing called life and as we navigate, the power that is within us is the thing that I want us to stay connected to. And now the reality is that power might look different from day to day, moment to moment, season to season, but it's still there. And it can still be the very thing that keeps you in the game. Don't let these people, don't let life, Don't let circumstances knock you out the game. And the only thing that can knock you out the game, to me, is death. Like, if you still living, you got blood pumping through your veins, you still got oxygen flowing through your lungs, you absolutely can get back up, period. Your power is inextinguishable until God calls you home. Just saying. It's nothing in this world that can take you out of the game. You do know that. You're like blood in, blood out, literally. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but because I'm not a gangster. I mean, I think I am sometimes. But no, I'm just saying, like, the only way out is you gotta die. So as long as you're living and you're breathing and you're coming into yourself and you're growing and you're experiencing life, your eyes are open, oxygen still flowing, blood still pumping, you still got power. You still have the power to navigate life and to decide which way you want to take yourself as you go through what you're going through. Like, your journey is yours, but you're not in it by yourself. So when you come here to the Girlfriend's Guide every single week, I want you to be clear. My only goal is to fill your cup. My only goal is to make you feel loved, make you laugh, make you feel honored, make you feel welcomed, make you feel warm. And I hope that, honestly, I hope that's what you get here. If nothing else, I hope you walk away saying, she crazy, but she got a good point. That's it. Literally. That's my goal. Because so many things have done that for me. I listen to quite a few really, really, really wonderful podcasts that inspire me on a daily basis. In some of my friend groups, one of my friend groups for sure, we send episodes to each other on a regular basis. And I want this space to be that for us, for them, for anyone coming into this space. And I know it's called the Girlfriend's Guide, but the boys are always in our business. So, hey boys. Especially my boy friends. Like, I have friends who are guys who, hello? I have friends who are of the male species who will be listening just to support me, and I thank you for your listen, guys. This is called the Girlfriend's Guide for a reason. Not to exclude you, but to make it clear, I am a girl's girl. Like, I like being a friend to the girls. I don't know what to tell you. Woman to woman, heart to heart. Like, I love it. No shade to my guy friends. Like, I love my guy friends, my boys. But yeah, this is for the ladies. And y'all can tune in too for some inspiration. So don't be feeling all like left out or whatever. But this is for the girls. Because there's enough male podcasts out there. And y'all know what those are like. No? Okay, act like you don't know. Y'all know what those are like. Y'all know. And I don't even have to bring it up. But this podcast is here to remind you, baby, that you have a community, that you are loved, that I believe in your power, and I want you to stand in it. Stand in your power. As you walk into this week, February 4th through the 8th, or I'll say through the 9th, right? And I'll be recording again on the 10th, and you will get another episode on the 11th, which is my birthday. And I'm going to be recording from Cabo because, yeah, I'm going to be on vacation, but yeah, this podcast ain't taking no vacation yet. Not for a while, baby. We are consistent. I'm speaking this to you for me, and you are speaking it to me for you, right? We are telling and encouraging each other, right, in this moment. This podcast ain't taking a break, vacation or not, okay? So I will be recording from Cabo this upcoming weekend so that you can get an episode on my birthday. Woo woo. Cheers to 40. Like, I finished my tequila shot, but I'm gonna just drink some water. Because it is about, like, drinking your water, minding your business, getting your money, traveling, and, you know, all that good stuff. So, cheers to that. And listen, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. And if you remember nothing, if you find yourself in a space where you are confused or uncertain or a little fearful about what's next for you, go back to your inner flame. Come back to this episode. And I need you to hear me very clear, girlfriend. You are already that girl. After everything you've gone through, after everything you've grown through, after everything you have overcome, you have more to give to this life. And you are not done. Your power does not end until you do. I'm just saying, the hurt is there. The hurt is there. And sometimes it's greater than the last hurt. Sometimes it's less than the last hurt. But it's not bigger than you. It's not more powerful than you. And I need you to stand in your power. And I need you to be like reminded at all times that you, girlfriend, you are that girl. Not because I said so, but because, I mean, you just are, baby. Don't have nothing to do with me. You're just that girl. And life will life. But no matter what, you still got more power than your circumstance. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode, and I look forward to talking to you guys next week. I love you, girlfriend. Talk to you soon.